Losing your faith due to traumatic experiences can set the pace for positive change and/or for failure. The mother I needed. Part 12. Once I started sneaking cigarettes and smoking pot, yelling when I was mad and not holding anything in anymore, I began to have night terrors and anxiety attacks. Dreams about my real dad's face in that open casket, dreams about our house catching fire, dreams about being homeless, absolutely absurd dreams of apocalyptic end of days and zombies and me becoming an unstoppable killer and savior of man and the hand of God for anyone that did me wrong. I'd wake up drained or mad or freaked out almost every damn morning. I'd be consumed by those thoughts throughout school during the day, wondering if I was a terrible person because of my circumstances or was I becoming a terrible person because I had become like them. I lost my faith. I chose not to believe in Christianity anymore. What kind of God gives a person this life? Violence, pain and anguish and poverty and no sense of stability. What God does that to a kid? I found it hard to go to church when I visited my grandparents. I found it hard not to laugh during sermons and I didn't want to be disrespectful around them. They didn't deserve it. So, I stopped visiting them altogether. My only source of true joy and peace, my happiest people and safest people, I chose to stay away from them. I think now, because I didn't want them to see the kind of person I was becoming, and because I didn't want to hurt them as much as I was hurting. I was 14 when I became sexually active. Many of the guys I was seeing were in their 20s and I put myself into situations I had no business being in. I did cocaine, acid and ecstasy with my stepsister, same dad different mom, and my various cousins and friends by the time I was 16. I also became so bored with school by the time I was 16 I forged my mother's name and signed myself out of high school. I enrolled myself into an alternative school and obtained my GED at 17. I wanted to get a job and get as far away from my life as soon as possible. I hated who I was. I hated my parents, tried to love them, but still hated their actions and how they spoke to each other, how they spoke to me. I hated the lifestyle of partying and being broke and having no ambition, no goals to better themselves or to better myself. This house we were living in, that I was able to make all of my friends and have field parties at, because I had the cool parents, didn't have a very good well. I got ready for school in a rain barrel most mornings, in the freezing cold or in the heat. It had no central air. We had a wood-burning stove for heat and window shakers or fans in the summer. When we moved in you could see through the walls to the outside and my stepdad fixed it after we moved in per an arrangement with the landlord I'm guessing. Please see the next video for part 13.